It's very good if the spine and the neck are pointing up toward the ceiling. Feet flat on the ground. The bottom of the back against the chair. Today we'll be experiencing the air element. And so I invite you to take the air breath, which is breathing into the mouth and out of the mouth. More refined and subtle breath. The air breath, breathing in through the mouth and out through the mouth. I invite you to put one hand over the belly, helping us to more deeply feel the inhale and exhale. And then I invite you to put the other hand over the heart, helping us to more deeply feel our heartbeat and our circulation. Our theme today is inspiration. Inspiration. I invite you to take this into your practices tonight to see what arises for you for this theme of inspiration. So now we'll go into the air element meditation, which is based on expansion and contraction, a great theme found all throughout life. On the inhale, we breathe toward the center of the heart from all dimensions and all directions, like a great collection of wisdom and treasures from far and vast regions. Breathing in pure spirit all throughout the creation, collecting it toward the heart. And then on the exhale, we breathe out in all directions without limitation. expanding our sense of being, expanding the heart, even the heartbeat. We can begin to expand and sense beyond the skin, breathing out to the vastness. The air element meditation is a purification practice, helping us to grow toward perfection, purifying the wounds of the past, helping us to remember who we really are. The way that purification by air happens is all that no longer serves us, we can breathe out and give it more and more space. In the vast creation, there's accommodation for all. As Braun has said, there's no such thing as bad energy, just energy in the wrong place. So this is an opportunity to restore equilibrium and balance, freeing ourselves of that which no longer serves us. And then on the inhale, we breathe in pure spirit. The perfect antidote for our current condition. And the heart becomes energized with every inhale and exhale, more and more so. This practice of the air element is a great collection of all that is possible and potential from all directions coming back toward us. By centering the practice in the heart, just has an amazing effect. Otherwise, the mind just cannot discern so much. All this guidance and inspiration, in a way, is always available, but purified in the heart. We are not led astray. And in this way, this is how we become the messenger and the prophet, the oracle. All that happens here, almost all at least, happens through us as human beings. So the divine intelligence works through us. We are the instruments of the divine. And by opening our hearts and listening with our hearts to that message, we get to participate in the renewal, the creative process that happens here. Nothing creates more joy. I invite you to check in with how you feel now compared to the beginning of the practice. Perhaps we notice a shift. You can return your breathing back to the everyday breath. I invite you to wiggle your fingers and your toes, feeling ourselves held by the chair and perhaps our heartbeat. It's important to focus on grounding with the air element. Sometimes we can go way out there. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes. I invite you to close your eyes. We'll be gently retracing the steps from before. And so we begin by tuning into the body, really feeling ourselves held by the chair, our sit bones at the bottom of the back against the back of the chair, spine and neck up toward the ceiling. And if you like, you can roll your shoulders back a couple times, opening up the heart. And we return to the air breath, breathing in through the mouth and out through the mouth. I invite you to put one hand over the belly, helping us to more deeply feel the inhale and the exhale. I invite you to put the other hand over the heart, helping us to feel our heartbeat and our circulation. For our second practice, we're working with the dimension behind the heart, representing our support, our divine guidance and support. And so we begin by inhaling behind the heart, infinitely behind. Breathing infinitely from behind the spine and the heart. There's no limitation. It's just another avenue toward the one being, the source of creation. And then on the exhale, the energy, the breath projects forward from infinitely behind. Energizing the back of the spine, the neck, the throat. And perhaps on the next breath, we can feel the energy of the breath supporting the bottom of the head where the spine and the head meet. So-called reptilian brain, which is deeply rooted in the heart. The three primary emotions of fear, anger, procreative instinct are shared by the mind and the heart. And that's one special spot where they're shared. And so by breathing from behind, really supporting the back of the heart, the spine, the neck, the bottom of the head. Finding the tender spots that perhaps need the attention of the breath. We may have a sense for where our support network, you know, the support network from behind, what comes through. Very often, the ancestors are very strongly present. Angelic support. And perhaps you're part of a kind of a caravan with a lineage, with beings that have walked the path before us, returning to aid and support you. Really, all human beings have an entourage of support. This is another dimension where we can open up to new ideas, messages, inspirations. As we always do, I'd like to open up the possibility of bringing in another into this meditation. It can be wonderful to think of another person, whether they're present with us anymore or not, to join us in meditation. So you can ask your heart if there's someone to come forward, and you can think of a memory, a special memory, or simply put their name on the heartbeat or on the breath. Sharing this practice of the air element and perhaps together exploring the guidance from behind. And so now I'll put on a piece of music. It can be wonderful to meditate to music. I hope you enjoy. Thank you.